Doggie Diamonds did this.
What's up? I'm Doggie Diamonds and I bring you my hidden jewels. A bunch of interviews never saw before. Behind the scenes footage never saw before. Some of the footage so old it's not even in HD. Watch this. Today's guest is Cormega. Man, fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all gotta pay. Listen.
Like, does he
I barely watch TV.
The actor doesn't watch TV shows. Like, seriously, like certain
What
shows.
do you think about social network?
It's a double-edged sword. It depends on what you use it for.
If what Cormega has a Twitter, the real Cormega. What do you use your Twitter for?
I use my Twitter to connect with the fans.
Okay.
And business occasionally. That's it. I'm not that DM nigga like 30 naked girls in my DM and all that shit. And that's another thing rappers bug me out about. Like y'all niggas, y'all go hard at the girls, but y'all don't go hard at the meetings and at the at the business. Like y'all niggas don't even know how to get studio time, but you know about shorty with the big titties or this one and that. I'm like, yo, niggas got to get it right. Like Twitter, the internet, period. It evened the playing field because before you had to pay. Before it was paper ads, magazines. You know, you had to pay for those ads. You got to pay for radio. Internet is free. So now it's like
to bring everybody to you.
Exactly, and you're able to connect with the fans more. The fans, I keep telling a lot of artists, the fans is super important. Like, don't act like you're bigger than them because a fan is your boss at the end of the day. You don't want to admit it, but they are. Like, your job is based on, any job you're ever going to have is based on your work performance. The more better your performance is at work, the longer you're going to have your job. And it's the same thing with fans. The better your performance is, the more they're going to be there for you. So that the social thing is great for that. You know, for other things, not so much, but I had to get used to it. I'm not used to slick shit. Like, I'm the type of dude.
Them niggas that's on there like, yo, suck my dick, you whack.
No, I ain't never been through that. But I'm not used to disrespect. I'm not good with that shit. I'm not good with that. Even with my kid, I don't care who you are. My kid, I'll look at my daughter like I'll kill you. Like I'm not gonna kill her, but I'll be. Disrespect is something I'm not accustomed to. I'm not gonna get accustomed to. So on the internet, you have motherfuckers that ask you some slick shit, or they'll ask you some stupid shit that they won't ask you in person. So I had to get used to that, cause in person, it's like I'll just get that nigga that deaf look, like look at him like, or just smack his head off. But you can't do that on the net. So
You used to box.
Yeah.
Is your hands registered legally?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nothing I had was registered legally.
Okay. Legal hustle. How far removed are you from that?
From boxing?
Yeah.
I didn't box in a long time, but I get the hunger sometimes. I know. That's one of my biggest regrets.
Okay. Because that was going to be my next question. So that's
one of my biggest regrets because if I get you some footage, like I don't gotta tell you from Brooklyn, so you heard stories like this. Yo, there's a sister named Gloria Peak. I say sister because she's like a black coach in the Olympics. So they brought them in, her boxing team to box us, and I had to box somebody from her team, and I was intimidated. I was like, this nigga's Diesel. He was big too. He's bigger than me. So I was like, fuck. And I've seen her before. She's a great coach. So I don't know what it was. It's like sometimes you can teach a nigga to fight, but you can't teach a nigga to be a warrior. The warrior has to be awakened in you. Bottom line is I knocked that nigga out in the first round. I knocked him out the ring. Like that's one of the stories you hear in the street. I knocked the nigga out the fucking ring, like a video game. Like literally the nigga was outside the ring. She threw the towel in. So boxing, that, and then I fought another brother that, in boxing, like when you start, there's novice and there's open class, then there's pro. It got to the point where I was novice, but I was beating dudes that's open class. So I was advanced. And I had there's a brother named Donald Hayes. He's a professional trainer. He worked with Terrence Ali and some other brothers. And there's a brother named Dave Telesco. He's a professional boxer. I sparred with Dave Telesco.
Got the braids.
I sparred with him. I've never been, that nigga hit me so hard that I didn't even want to speak to him no more. Like, that nigga hit me so hard, like, I felt that shit in the back of my head. He hit me in the front, and I felt that shit in the back. Like, I never want to get hit like that again. But Long story short, I fucked up with boxing because I took the easy way out. And in life, don't never take the easy way out. When I came home, I had all these record deals and I could have went to boxing. They was like, Mega, you will easily win the Golden Gloves. Like everybody, like professional people was telling me that you will win the Golden Gloves in New York once but I come home and my man's is the most popular fucking rappers in the world, and I'm like, fuck that.
Chase this rap.
Yeah.
You got something for Twitter?
Yeah, I got a Twitter question. Somebody asked if you mentor young artists, and what's the best advice you've ever gotten from an artist that was older than you?
The best advice I ever got? Shit. I don't know. That's one of the things we talk about.
Yeah.
A lot of the artists don't really give advice.
And do you mentor young artists?
I mentor older artists too. I try to the best advice I would say, stay true to you. Don't follow that gimmick shit. Like, you got a guy that raps with a certain style and it's gimmicky, and then you become that perfect clone of him. When he's done, you're done. So follow your own shit. That's for one. For two, first person that you should spend money with is not your jeweler. You should be spending money on a lawyer before you spend it on a jeweler, because your lawyer is going to be the one that keeps you from getting fucked over. And learn about publishing and points and all that shit, because that's a lot of money right there that artists don't even know about.
How do you keep it so New York? Everybody drifted straight away from the sound of the city. You stay right in the pocket of what that era that everybody loved. How do you keep it in that era?
Because I respect my culture. And it's like I would never bleach my skin, because I'm happy with who I am.
Yeah.
So why the fuck? I mean, Rakim, Coogee Rap, Public Enemy, Slick Rick. These are some of the greatest ever, and they're in my influences. So why should I stray from the greatest to follow the latest? And I keep telling people, I don't care who's hot, because temperatures are subject to change. So the hot nigga right now might be cold in a month. There's a lot of niggas that was hotter than me when I was on the shelf at Def Jam, and now them niggas can't even
get on the calendar.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just do you, man. Once you build your audience will carry you.
What's Cormega's favorite Cormega record?
Cormega's favorite Cormega record. I don't know. I got a couple of joints that I did a joint called Killer's Things back in the days with me and Mobb Deep.
Crazy.
I can't. That shit is like Pringles. Like I can't hear it once.
You can't stop.
If I play that shit, I gotta play like 3 times minimum. So Killer's Theme is definitely it might be my favorite collaboration. The song that I'm most proud of is on my new album. It's called More. It's like when you hear it, you'll understand. I'm proud of that song because I spoke up for us. You know.
Where can they get the album?
You get the album on iTunes and Amazon.com. It's in stores. My whole thing is this. I'm gonna start running up on niggas. My friends, I'm running up on all my friends that got iPhones, because now you don't got no excuse. Because back in the day they had excuses like, oh, well, I'm gonna go get that. I can just tell them, let me see your phone. As soon as you pull out the phone, go to iTunes and get it right there. So go to iTunes. I appreciate iTunes sales too. iTunes, you can get it in whatever store, Amazon.com, whatever. Just go online and fucking look up Cormega Mega Philosophy. There's no excuse.
Philosophy. The title. What made you come up with that title?
I take no credit for the title. I think Large Professor came with the title. He was like, yo, man, like you like, he's like, yo, man, no, Large talk, he's like, yo, man, you like a prophet, man, I'm telling you, like you be saying the philosophies and shit for the streets, man, word. Nah, he talk. So I was like, word. So he's like, I'm telling you, Mega Philosophy, I'm telling you. So I was like, fuck it. Out of respect for you, I'm gonna name it Mega Philosophy. So I named it that, and we here.
Is there anybody that you want to do music with that you didn't?
There's a few people that let me think about this. I would love to do, the person I mostly want to do a record with both of them are females.
Wow.
I want to do a record with Erykah Badu. And I want to do a record with Lauryn Hill. Those are the 2 people that I would most want to do a record with. And then after that, Slick Rick, Scarface, and I want to do a record with like one of the icons, if I do a record with Al Green, it's over. I could just
bow out.
You know what I'm saying?
One of my favorite records is the record you did with Hot Tech.
Oh, word.
Yeah, that shit is just dope.
Yeah.
When you writing, what's the process?
It depends on what the situation is.
Okay.
Sometimes it depends. Like, say I'm doing a song and it's a feature. I look at it like a scouting report.
Okay.
It's like, okay. I give you a perfect example. I did a song a few years ago called Radiant Jewels. It was me, Sean Price, and Raekwon.
Heard it.
So I said, all right, I know what Raekwon's gonna, I know how Ray's gonna attack it, and I know Sean Price is gonna try to go crazy on this shit. So I know how I gotta attack the song. So I just went ape shit on that record.
Yeah.
And that's how I did that. And then you got other songs where it might be an artist that's a smoother artist, so I'll lay back on the track. And then you might got a situation where I might be fired up about something. I might see the news, the Eric Gardner situation might make me pull out the pen. Or I might, sometimes I just jot notes. I have questions like, I ask a question, but it might rhyme, so I'll save it. Like, why did Obama raise the bounty on Assata? You know what I'm saying? So then I have to add on to that, you know? So it's like different shit makes me, you know, when I worked with Public Enemy, I was on Public Enemy's last. That was a big accomplishment for me too.
Yeah, Chuck D.
Like just to be on that album. It might not have been the biggest album I was on, but for me, being on Public Enemy album was big for me. I'm on an album like that. It's like, okay, I can't talk. I know I gotta come right.
Yeah.
So that's when I was like, the system designed to incriminate. Genocide was a plan to eliminate. Equality is a myth. They had me in jail for a crime I didn't even commit. A stereotype. They feel that the black is inferior, right? Blacks with education are considered a threat. From Sitting Bull, no, people of color with education are considered a threat. From Sitting Bull to Malcolm X. So I'm so vexed, I say fuck the elections. John Kennedy had mob connections.
Doggie Diamonds did this.